Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, and welcome into Purple Penguin Craft Room. I'm Vicky. Today is Thursday. I did it live Tuesday, and because I'm going to be doing lives on Mondays or Tuesdays and Thursdays here on YouTube land, and I totally messed up my camera situation and so there was no volume. So I'm redoing what I wanted to do on Tuesday. So this is not like the actual what I really had scheduled or in mind for what I was going to do today, but that's okay. So in addition to doing lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I am also going to be doing videos too, and some of the videos will pertain to the lives. That means, some of them I will be doing. Sorry, I get that plugged in. Um, I don't normally do hot glue, but for lives, sometimes I have to do hot glue just because it's a thing. Like I said, I tried doing Tuesdays live, and with this project, it didn't work out for me super good or super well for doing the hot glue or not doing hot glue. But I typically will do not do hot glue. It's a thing. It's fine. All right. We're going to be making a Valentine's Day project. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to use my wood base. I make my own as far as I get free pallet wood, recycled wood, and I make my own. So which means I cut them out myself. I sand them a little bit. If you're interested in this, message me and let me know. And I can I can drop some of these into my shop. I do sell things online, and that's at purplepenguincraftroom.com. Super easy to get to, super easy. It's not like a secret code or anything. You can get there. Just message me and let me know you're interested in any wood bases. They are not perfect. I do round, I do oval, I do square. They are not going to be perfect by any means whatsoever, but they are nice and thick and chunky, and I like imperfect. That's just me. So you can tell it's not store-bought. So there's that. But that's just my style. For this project, we're going to be using a paper tube. I'm calling this a paper tube. Basically, it is. It's a paper tube. This originally had stickers on it. It had stickers on it, and but it's roughly about the same size as like right here. Sorry about that. It's roughly about the same size as that, and that's just your regular packing tape. So it's the same tube. And basically, we just paint it. No big deal. I just luck out with these. They're naked. I get them from my actual day job, so that's cool. I like to recycle. I like to reuse things. So we're going to be using that. Is going to be our body. Oh no, I don't have a head for him. That is a problem. Okay. Give me 1 second. I am going to grab the head for him. Normally, I'm not this unorganized, you guys. I promise. I promise I'm not. Okay. Well, so I don't have what I really wanted. What I really wanted was a smooth foam ball. This one is a kind of a bumpy one. I don't know what the difference they call them. Sorry about that, but don't usually get up from my position. Um, like I said, sorry, you guys. This is just a thing. But it will still work. This is a foam cyber ball. It's a 3-inch. It's a 3-inch ball. So we're just going to use that. And let's go ahead and jump in and get started. I'm going to do a black bear. Originally, when I was doing Tuesdays, it was a brown bear. In fact, I'll just show you. to show you. Isn't he cute? He turned out super cute. So I'm doing similar, but it's going to be a little different. So he's going to be similar, but a little different. Um, but basically, I like taking the paper tubes and using them as bodies for things. So this guy I did for Christmas, winter. How about this, you guys? You don't necessarily have to do the paper tubes. This is a toilet paper or a um, paper towel roll, is what his body is. So you can make a mini. I love this. Easter's coming up. I love this, and I will be doing a whole bunch more of these. You can even do a bear in this. You could do whatever character you want. You could actually do a person. You could do a cat, a dog. You could get totally creative with this. There was one year I did a 4th of July guy. How cute is that, right? And this here is just a ping pong ball. It's a ping pong ball head. So stay tuned for those because that is going to be coming as well. Um, ideas, you guys. I got lots of ideas. Let's go ahead and start with our base. And what we're going to do is just use, I like a stained look. Um, Unlike some, or just like a lot of other people, I don't really like the smell of stain. Waverly Antique Wax. I like to use my Waverly Antique Wax and I treat it like it's a stain. So I wipe it on and wipe it off, just like a stain. Um, and I do that just because, it's just makes it easier. Um, we're just going to get, this is just a baby wipe. You could also, I've seen where some crafters, they take a paintbrush and actually brush it on, which makes it heavy and thick, and then they wipe it off with a damp cloth or baby wipe or whatever you have handy. Totally up to you, however you want to do it. I feel like that's kind of extra work for me because then you're painting on and then wiping off and doing all the things. This I'm doing all in one step. Wipe on, wipe off, all in one step. I just, I don't know. I feel like it's less work for me, and I get a look that I like, so I don't care. It's totally fine. Totally fine. All right. Sometimes your baby wipe will get a little chewed up. You just have to move it around. Now, this does appear to be a little darker, which is kind of a nice look. However, it is kind of damp because this is a wet baby wipe. This is a little damp, so therefore it will dry. And when it dries, it is going to lighten up. So if you don't like the lighter, just go back and do some more on it, like a double coat, like if you're painting like a second coat kind of thing, and it will darken it up. If you don't like stain, if you don't want to use a Waverly wax or you can't find it, I get mine at Walmart. So typically you can find them at most Walmarts, I'm assuming. And then again, I don't live everywhere, so I don't know. Most Walmarts, I would assume it's in their set, but we all know that that could change depending on location. Um, but you can also do like watered down paint. You have like a nice brown that you like. I would probably go with like a darker brown because when you add water, it's going to lighten it up. So you could definitely just water down some brown paint, and you could do the same effect. And it's saying that, and if you wanted like a red tint or a pink tint or a black tint, same thing. Just take that color of paint and just water it down a little, and then you do the same thing. So you just kind of get like a stained look. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to set that off to the side. I like how that looks. It is, like I said, it's darker now. It will lighten up. So we'll leave that off to the side. We're going to bring in our paper tube. Actually, before we do that, let's do the head. Let's do the head. Like I said, it's a 3-inch foam ball. This is not the smooth one. Typically, I would use a smooth one. Um, However, this one is not a smooth one. That's okay. It will still work the same. We're going to use, I kind of got on this kick a little bit last year I like using it's called air dry foam clay, which is different from the baking clay because you don't have to stick it in the oven. It will be air dry. However, it also has a different texture to it. When it dries, it's more like a squishy texture to it. It's got a squishy texture to it, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, but experiment with it, play with it. It's fun to play with. If you go to Hobby Lobby, they have tubs in white and black. I don't think they have any other, only mine doesn't have the other colors. They just have the white and black in the tubs. And they're only like, I think I want to say they're less than $5, but you get a good sized tub of it. Play with it. Make a little figurine, make a little rock, make something just small, whatever. Let it dry and feel it after it's dry and after you've got you can tell the texture on it. It's different. It's different. There's all sorts of vendors or people that are selling the air dry foam clay, all different manufacturers and stuff. Etsy is a good one to get. Whole bunch of variety. They have what they call soft and they have what they call hard. I typically have the soft to start with. I'm going to get some of the hard because I have heard it's a little bit better for sculpting, and I want to play with that next. So that's my next thing I play with. And then when you get this, definitely when you pull it apart, do it quick. Do a quick snap because otherwise you kind of get spaghetti. Just a tip on that. It's fun to play with though. So I'm just going to squish it on my ball. Um, And normally I would just roll this out and then push it on. Today we're just doing it a little different. If you're not putting this on a form, if you're free forming it, heads up, it will shrink. I'm just letting you know right now, it will shrink. Because I'm putting it on the ball, it's going to tighten up against the ball, but it's not going to shrink because it can't, because the ball is underneath it. So it's not going to go anywhere. It's totally fine. Totally fine. And that's kind of why I like doing forms underneath them because it's definitely not going anywhere. Keep on adding. I'm going to go really thin just because I don't want it to take too forever to dry. The thicker it is, the longer it's going to take to dry. Um, Also, just kind of common sense. And it's also going to vary depending on the temperature of your room, your location, humidity, all the things that affect everything, paint, all the things. But that's okay. And the more you touch it, the more it's going to move around. I'm okay with that right now just because, um, like I said, this is going to be a bear. And so they typically have fur. So he's not going to look totally smooth. And I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm okay with imperfections. I am not that much of a perfectionist. I'm a crafter. So that's how I roll. There we go. And you can tell it's all lumpy, bumpy, and all the things. Totally okay with that. Like I said, it's everybody's got their own thing. If you really want this like totally smoothed out, like no lumps or bumps and all the things, roll it flat with like a rolling pin. Roll it flat and then like really thin, and then cover your ball, and then lightly kind of squish it together. And if you try not to do too much fingerprints and stuff on it and dents and things, you can get it pretty smooth. You can get a pretty smooth looking ball. I think you can also roll it. Let's try and roll it too. Not that I care, but oh, it's picking up little white pieces from the foam. Um, that's awesome. If you can tell, the little white pieces from the foam in there. It's fine. I'm okay with that. It's fine. I can, if it bugs me, I can paint them black. It's fine. Okay, so we want to set this off to the side. I want it to dry a little before we put it on our body. So I want to just squish it down a little so that he has a little bit of a just a little bit of a flat side for when I put him on his surface there. Okay, so we'll leave him to the side for a minute. Let's go ahead and paint our container here or our the paper. All right. I'm just going to use black acrylic paint, and this is actually, was it licorice? And I'm not super picky about my acrylic paints. I like to try all different brands, and it's kind of like if I like the color, then I'm just going to go with it. If I don't, then I won't buy it. Or if I try it and I don't like it, I just won't get it again. I'm not really brand specific. At least I haven't felt the need to only do one brand versus another. It's just not my style yet. I just haven't gotten to that point. If you have a specific brand of paint that you like, let me know in the comments. I'm kind of curious. Just kind of curious. What do you think? We're gonna do the ends. I'll leave the inside a light brown just because I think it might be okay to have a lighter color on the inside because it's going to be so dark in like a little cave inside my thing here. So let's use our heat tool here. Just dry it real quick. I know everybody likes watching paint dry. It's awesome. That's why sometimes I like doing videos so that I can just fast forward through all the paint drying and painting. And that way you don't have to watch it. Because if you're watching me on a live, I mean, you can fast forward if you're watching the replay, but if you're watching the live, you can't necessarily fast forward watching a live paint dry. Not quite a thing yet. That I'm just gonna do just the outside here real quick. Just to get it down. Okay. I don't think I have anything else I'm gonna be painting black, so we'll just go ahead and dunk that in the water there. I'm just gonna try it out. So, sorry, I'm just gonna try and take the black off my hand so I don't have any paint transfer kind of situation going on here. Kind of don't need black paint everywhere. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get this to stay on here and do what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna go ahead. I've got my Elena's tacky glue, and we're gonna go ahead and just use the tacky glue because really hot glue and wood just don't really go together very well. And so we're gonna use the tacky glue on this. Let's move that out of the way so you can see what's going on here. It will take a little bit to set up, but it's okay. It's fine. We'll kind of work around it. Hopefully it won't move too much on us. While I have some of this black out, let's go ahead and make him some little feet so he can have little feet. Why not? Actually, I need more than this. I don't think this is going to be enough for his feet. Well, let's try it. I'm just going to do little balls and then we'll squish him in there for his feet or paws. I guess he's a bear, so he's going to have paws, not feet, right? So probably going to do about 3/4 inch little ball. And I'm just going to kind of pinch it at one end and kind of poof it up. See if that makes a big enough paw for him to have here. Yep. It's one. I think that'll be fine. I think it'll be okay. Now this may or may not stick to the wood after it's dried out. It, like I said, it will shrink a little. If it doesn't stay, I can just glue it on. It's no big deal. So now he's got his feet. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do burlap on the back of him. Um, mm, First, okay, hold on. First, we're gonna do the inside of his belly just to make sure that I can get all the mechanics in there, and then we'll put the burlap on the back. We'll think first. So I'm going to be using, I've got these little grapevine hearts, and I got mine at Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. If you go in the wedding section, they have them year round in the wedding section. Um, I say that, and now who knows how long they'll be there. But I like their form. I like how small they are. They're good. Um, they're about 2 and 3/4, a little shy of 3 inch. And then I've got these wicker hearts, which I believe I got on Amazon. And we're going to stick a little wicker heart inside that guy. Oh, I'm missing the wood one. Hold on. I thought I had it. I don't. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I don't think this is the one I wanted. Or is it? I can't remember which one I put on here. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't do a wood heart. Or did I? Yeah, I did. I did a wood. Oh, I can't tell. No, I use this one. Can't tell what wood heart I use because I have these which have the chalkboard on one side. They're from Dollar Tree, and I can't remember if I used. I might have used this one. Nope, it doesn't fit in there. So obviously it wasn't that one. So it's this one. So it's a wood heart. It's about 2.5 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So, and that we're gonna stick inside. But before we stick that inside, I want to do just some brain fart, burlap. So my burlap, this burlap ribbon. This is red. I believe, I'm not quite sure, but I think I did it. I have got this. I believe it was Dollar Tree. I believe it was Dollar Tree had them, and we're just going to put it on here. Pretty sure it was Dollar Tree. I got it, but it was a lot. It was many years ago. I don't think they really do a whole lot of burlap anymore, at least for a little while. I think because of the whole tariff thing, it got a little crazy. I don't know why I'm grabbing that. Oh. Now I like this wood color, the light, creamy, unpainted, unfinished wood color on this. And so we're gonna leave it. If I wanted some a little color or something, because it's gonna show through my burlap. Because we all know burlap has holes in it and it's gonna show through. But I kind of like the look of the white showing through the burlap. I kind of like that. So we're gonna go with that. And we're just going to cut it, basically trim around the outside here. And I'm not too worried about being super perfect with this because it's going inside of my paper tube, and chances are you're really not going to see much of the outside of it anyways. So I think it'll be okay. It's not super perfect. Yeah, it looks good. Now we're going to put our grapevine heart on top of that. Like I said, you guys, this is pretty rare for me. I don't typically do hot glue. Just saying. If I can avoid it, I will. I have a love-hate relationship with hot glue. So we got that on there. So I like layers. I don't know if you're gonna watch me, I like layering things. I like different textures together. I won't do like just clay. Like I'll do clay with we're doing burlap, we're doing grapevine, we're doing paper, we're doing all the things. So I don't usually typically stick with one type of thing. I like to mix and match all my things. That's just me. Um, I'm I like to mix it up and bring a whole lot of things in. Occasionally, I will do similar things all in one project. It's not super common for me. Not super common. But everybody's different, right? Everybody's different. So see that. So now we've got the burlap in there. We've got um, the wicker. We've got the grapevine. We've got all the things. Now we're going to put him inside of our bear. Now I don't want it too far up. I want it to be in a little, like it's a little pocket. So we're not going too far in, but I don't want it to be too deep that you really can't see it unless you're like, they're looking really hard. So we kind of have to try and find a happy medium, right? Kind of have to try and find a happy medium here. And I'm thinking, it's about, if you split it in thirds, it's about a third of the way back, and then 2/3 of the way back is going to be empty. So this part is all going to be empty. That's why I want to go ahead and take this burlap and we're going to put it on the back just to kind of give it a finished look, right? So we're going to do that. But to hold this guy in there, like he's pretty tight in there, just to make sure, we're going to put a little extra hold on him just in case. Okay. So it's like that. So you can see. So there, and then I just kind of put it on all the little corners there. Okay, so now we're going to do the colored burlap on the back here. I like this checkered because you can cut straight lines. I like you can cut straight lines on that. That's kind of fun. Now this has this also has wire in it. And so if you pinch at the top and you go down a little bit further and you pinch it up, the wire comes out. So you can grab it. So if you miss that, so I just pinched, just enough to kind of hold it in place. Just a little bit further down, you grab it and you push it. And that pushes it up. No, didn't quite get. I know it's there. Just enough to grab it. If you can't grab it too easily, needle nose pliers come in handy and they'll grab it the rest of the way. I know it's a really, really thin wire. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that on the video, um, but that's okay. So basically, we're just going to cover up our back. Basically, we're giving him a finished look. Just enough to finish him off. I mean, you don't have to do this part. Like I said, I'm just doing it to kind of give him more of a finished. Just kind of finish him off. Be careful with hot glue, burlap, and your fingers. Um, I'm using a low temp, so it's not that bad. I do have my hot glue fingers. I just don't always like to put them on. I don't always like to put them on. It's okay. Just we're gonna trim this up so it doesn't look too weird. If you want to, I could have totally just left that wire in there, but it does make it easier to cut if you don't have it in there. Like so. Now it doesn't go all the way around. There's a little bit at the bottom and a little bit at the top. I'm okay with that. I think I'll be fine. All right, so now we got our feet, we got our body, super cute. Let's go ahead and put our head on. Let's put the head on. Let's see about getting our head on here. It's the best frontal look for him. Now on this, I'm not going to skimp a whole bunch. I am going to use the Anitas because I don't want to use hot glue on this, the foam object. I think my tacky glue will be just fine. I just have to be careful so he doesn't slip around. Just make sure he doesn't slip around on us. But as long as I'm sitting here watching him, I think he'll be fine. I think we should be okay. Now, let's go ahead. Want to give him some arms. So let's give him some arms. Why not? Oh, he needs a mouth and ears. So let's do that too. There. For his mouth, we're going to just use a slightly different color. This is more like feels like a brown gray. It's like a brown gray kind of color. Let's see if I like it up against. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Normally I would do like a light brown, but I had this brown kind of gray color. Basically, we're just gonna do like an oval snout on him or muzzle. I guess it's more like his little muzzle because the bears have their little muzzles. But I'm gonna make it more a little cartoony, so I'm gonna make it a little wider than the average bear. Right. And the clay will stick on itself. Just an FYI. The clay will stick to itself. You don't have to glue it. If it falls off, then you can just glue it on after that. This should be fine. It's cute, right? I guess that that looks like a pig. This would look really cute as a pig, you guys. You could totally do a pig. You can do them in pink or white, or they have black pigs too. You never know. Black pigs are. I could see it doing a black pig. That would be cute. Just gonna give him a little nose. So I'm just doing a little bit of black. Give him a nose. So he doesn't look like a pig. He looks more like a bear. We're also going to do his ears. I'm just going to take a little pinch here and there. You don't want his ears to be too big because then he'll look like a mouse. So we kind of have to find that fine line between you don't want him to do too big also, and the fact that he could look like Dumbo. We don't want him to look like Dumbo either. So we kind of find happy medium. I think of that. There. My trick is trying to make them identical. I'm always good about doing one side perfect, and then the other side looks kind of questionable. That's my biggest problem. The biggest problem that I'm working out as much as I can. Okay, so these balls are a little bit shy of an inch, about a little bit shy of an inch. And basically, we just want little crescents. So I'm going to squish it down a little bit so it's a little round, and then we'll smooth it on one or push it flat on one side. So it's kind of like a half or three-quarters of a circle, if you can tell. Three-quarter circle. That's cute. I love that. Okay, let me get the second one on here. Hopefully it's going to be okay. Then I'll show you. And that's why I like this clay because you can play with it and get it just the way you like it before it's too dry, before it dries out completely. Oh, cute! Right? He's adorable. I love that. All right, let's get him some arms. Let's get him some arms. For this, I might need a lot more clay. The whole thing out. Let's get the whole thing out. We're going to divide it in half. And hopefully, I'm just kind of massaging it, just kind of get some of the air bubbles out. I think we'll be okay. Get some of the air out. He's so cute. He's so cute, you guys. I love how cute he is. Okay, so now for his arms. Basically, we're just going to make long tubes, right? We're going to make long tubes, and then we're going to kind of squish the end and give him a wrist, right? Like that. So it's like a round, and then he's got a little bit of a wrist, right? And then the rest of him is just an arm. Let's try and make my other one identical before I put them on. Maybe. Like I said, this is the hardest thing for me. Okay, so we got two arms. I'm just turn it around so I can see what he's like. And I think I am going to have to, so it's going to stick to the head part. I'm going to put some glue down because I don't think he's going to hold to the paint. I think he might have a problem holding on to this paint here. So I am going to Glue down. Help them stay in there. Cute is that? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. It's so cute. Now I do have these little foam hearts. These are I don't know if I've seen them at Hobby Lobby, but I've seen them at the Dollar Tree. I've seen them at the Dollar Tree. In fact, I got some more this year because I only had a few left over from last year. Just gonna tuck that in there so he's got an extra little heart. I love that. So cute. Now for eyes. For eyes on this one, I went and I did clay eyes, right? I just did black circles with dots for highlights. This guy, I happen to have a whole thing of eyes. These are sticker eyes. And you can get them online. You can get them on Amazon. There's a whole bunch of Etsy people that have them. How cute are these? These are cute little eyes. Or these are too big though. Let me see. I think these might be okay. But I've got these in different sizes. I got these on Amazon. Get them on Amazon. And just look up resin sticker eyes because that's what these are. There's a resin sticker eyes. That might be too big. But these are, they're all the same look, but they're different sizes. But you can also do something as simple as googly eyes, right? I've got these in all different sizes too. You can totally do googly eyes as well. They have all different kinds of different sizes of googly eyes. Um, I think I think we're gonna go with this size. I think we're gonna go with this size and see how it looks on him. So I might need to go a size smaller, but we'll see. Except these are called this is a resin sticker eyes or sticker eyes. So these are. Can't tell if I want to do this size or not. I don't want to put it on. It's going to stick on there. Um, sorry. Hold on. I think it's the same. It's the same size. I just keep grabbing the same size. Okay, let's try this one. I think I'm gonna go with it a little bit smaller. I'll show you guys in just a second. He's wanting to stick on there. Normally, I would put glue under these. These guys are really wanting to just stick on themselves. Because I think it's because my clay is still wet. So it's wanting to just do its thing. Um, tweezers always help. I will say that. Tweezers are my friend. If they start to peel off, I will just go ahead and we'll just glue them on. Oh my gosh, you guys, how cute is that? That is adorable, you guys. Super adorable. I love how cute he looks. And off to the side. So cute. So cute. I kind of want him to have little eyebrows, right? So I'm just gonna take something pokey. Let's give him little eyebrow indents. Why not? It's kind of fun. And we can see it's got little eyebrow indents. Super cute. That toe if he's kind of sliding a little. I think we're okay. Now, how cute is that, you guys? Oh my gosh. I can't believe how cute that is. So with that, I want to give him a little bow tie. And since he's kind of rusticy, no, not super duper shiny or anything, I got this red raffia. And I think we're going to go ahead. If I can pull some of this, I can get some of this out. We'll use this and just make us a bow with it. I don't want to totally undo it. I'm trying to hold off as long as I can from totally undoing this because I like how it's keeping it all calm and together. And we all know Thea is untamed and crazy. So I'm trying to avoid that, you guys. Darn. I'm not gonna be able to, oh, come on. Ugh, I got it. I got it. It's like I've got a couple strands here. I'm just gonna separate them out. I have decided, like lately, I've been liking the raffia ribbon because it's just easier to use and it comes already like on spooled and you know it's just like I said, it's easier. It's just easier to use. This stuff is just so untame and crazy. Sometimes that's good though. Sometimes you don't want anything smooth and the same. So let's see. I'm just gonna do what I call finger bows. And with this little finger bow, just wrap it around my fingers to the size that I want. If you're interested in how I make my finger bows or you want to watch a video on it, um, message me. Just put a message in the comment and say finger bow video, please. Um, I will put together a video so that you can see that. A lot of it's just trial and error. Here we go. That's it. Just kind of trial and error here. Then we just give it a haircut. How cute, you guys. That is so stinking cute. I love how he turned out. Now you don't necessarily have to put the bow down here. You could totally do it on top too. Make it look like a little girl. That would be super cute as well. I just don't have one nearby. I'm gonna put a little pom pom for his butt. Because we all know he needs a little pom pom tail on his butt. Because everybody likes bear butts. Hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. All right, you guys. I am all done. That's it for tonight. Super cute. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Like my video. Let everybody know that you saw my video and share me out. Let me know what you think. Um, and don't forget, I will be back on Tuesday and Thursday of next week, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for lives. And then I believe I'm doing posting videos on Monday and Friday. I think there's a video coming on tomorrow. I'm not too sure, but I think so. But I will catch you guys later. You guys have a great day and happy crafting.